Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. It is your host with the most, Griever, as always, bringing you guys some more Akatsuki no Yona, also known as Yona of the Dawn. Yona of the Dawn, chapter 241, live reaction. This chapter seems to be a little bit shorter, but that doesn't mean that it might not be jam-packed, filled with some crazy good information or lore or character moments. I have no idea what's going to happen next, so that's why another live reaction. I thought I was doing live reactions all this week, so I just figured, hey, what's one more? We're going to do a live reaction for this particular chapter. So jumping right in, chapter 241 is entitled, If I Had Been Born Elsewhere. In the wilderness, the wounded ones are on their own. All right. Oh, we're still following. Yeah, all right. Alright, we still gotta follow this guy. Your Highness. Chagol, yeah. Alright, so let's see. So, he's bleeding, he's awake, he's conscious, but he's still bleeding. You regain consciousness, Your Highness. Is that you, Ra'an? I'm escorting you to the medics. Please hang on. And they're still going forward. It's no use. This wound won't heal. Yeah, I'm sorry. Basically, he took a hit straight from Hawk. He's done for. He's pretty much done for. He's bleeding out pretty bad too. Princess Yona and that Hawk guy from Koka. They infiltrated my innards. That's one way to put it. They infiltrated my innards and emerged biting a hole in my guts. That's one way to put it. Yeah, okay. No, I haven't lost hope. Didn't you say that the South Kai Empire won't go under? I am your hope? Alright, let's see. I'm the one who crushed your eye. Wait, what? Crushed his eye? I thought it was just, like, he crushed his eye? As in, he'll never see out of that eye again. Alright, he's even worse than I thought, because I remember Hawk saying, who gave you those injuries? And we knew it was Chagol and stuff, but wait a minute. He crushed his eye, as in, he has no eyelid. That's brutal. That's brutal. And broke your arm. I mean, a broken arm can be repaired, but you don't get an eyeball back. What the hell? If you gave me the coup de grace, you know. Yeah, the coup de grace, as it were. Coup de grace. Coup de grace. The coup de grace. Here, no one would know. No one. I mean... Alright, so Chagol is basically setting himself up to be saying to Ra'an, basically like, I beat the shit out of you. I apparently took one of his eyes out, literally, and crushed it, broke his arm and beat him, and then says like, you know, if you took me out right here, nobody would know, you know? So it's like, this is your prime opportunity. Ra'an stealing away in the first place is quite odd, so let's see. Your Highness always tests and doubts us just like this. You sift people to determine if they're worthy of trust, and then you don't even believe in the people that hold on tight. That sounds like a horrible human being, which we know he is. Until now, everyone who lowered their head in front of me, then pointed their blades at me. It was always this way. Kaji, Val, and the kitten, too. If anything else happens, the remaining ones will surely turn their back on me on the spot, too. Okay, Are they trying to make us start to feel bad for Chagol? I don't give a shit. No, I'm sorry. He is an evil asshole who, as Ra'an just pointed out, it's like, even when people, you know, after you sift through people out of rigorous tests and bullshit, tests of loyalty and trust and honor and all this stuff, we go all through that basically for nothing because you still never hold any more ounce of trust to us than anybody else. And Chagol's explaining that, like, everyone who lowered their head in front of me eventually pointed a blade at me. It's like, yeah, but they wouldn't have had you not been a prick in the first place. So they're trying to get us some empathy, some sympathy votes. I ain't got nothing for this man. Let's see. Ra'an said, I won't change the master I pledged allegiance to. Okay, so Ra'an is just an honor-bound moron, but a respectable honor-bound moron. Alright. Don't spout lies, says Chagol. If you had the Northern Emperor in front of you, I'm sure you too would. Oh, right, because the Northern Emperor is the head honcho. Lineage barely matters. there are even enemies who feel... Wait, there are even enemies who you feel bowing your head at. Because after all is said and done, we just happen to be born in different places. Alright, so this is Ra-an talking about this shit. Even if you're not related to the Emperor. Which he's not. So now... So Chagol has an inferiority complex. And it still doesn't justify shit. But by the sounds of it, he feels inferior to North Kai. We sort of gained that from the politics from before this arc even started. About how there's North Kai and South Kai and all that stuff. But, yeah, even if you're not related to the Emperor, you made me a general and gave my life meaning. No matter what one might say, my master is your highness. I mean, once again, your master kind of shitty, man. Not gonna lie, your master's not exactly worthy of a guy like you, but you can't deny as I said, he's an honor-bound idiot, but he's a respectable idiot for doing it. You know what I mean? Ra-an's actually quite an interesting character. And he even brought up about Hawk. You bow your head in front of an enemy because we're born in different places, but Hawk is a respectable guy, and we've seen Ra-an have this huge amount of respect for Hawk ever since their encounter back in the Earth Tribe. So, this actually makes sense. Let's see. And I just wanted to... Oh, no. Just wanted to be acknowledged by you one last time. All he wanted was some goddamn recognition, you piece of shit, bald-headed asshole. Ra-an is too good for you. And who the fuck... I don't care what type of emperor you are... Head, neck tattoos don't look good on anybody, okay? Chris Hemsworth and Halle Berry could get face tattoos and it wouldn't be attractive. So stop it. You already made yourself look like a dumbass, alright? This whole, oh look, I can't grow hair and that's why I'm jealous of Yona's red hair. And then boom, I put a stupid goddamn bird on it thinking like, oh yeah, look, me, a phoenix, yeah, woo! No, you still just look like an asshole, you know? But okay, and then, oh no, he really did fall off. Oh no, thud, right off the horse. That was actually well shot. That's a good page. And then he looks behind him. Ra-an? Oh, and Ra-an is down in, oh, he got Boromir'd. Oh, Ra-an's been Boromir'd this whole time? What the hell? I feel like there's an inconsistency with that somewhere. No, we never actually see his back. No, we don't. Oh, wow. So he got shot running away on the horse. Okay, damn. And so Chagol's like, wait, what? And then Ra-an, he's actually going to... Oh, for once, Chagol is going to try to do some redeeming shit. He's actually going to care after everything Ra-an just said to him. He's actually going to be like, no. Like, what the hell? And so he's like, Ra-an, hey, oh, and then blah. All right, yeah, he's dying. He's dying. I think Ra-an is actually dead. And he's checking him. And he's sweating. He's puking blood. He looks, I think Ra-an is actually dead. Oh, man, that's... Wow, I didn't think we'd start off this chapter with a character death. Even though we didn't know him very long, Ra-an's like one of the more interesting characters. I would argue he's actually kind of my favorite general. Out of the South Kai people, I think Ra-an is probably my favorite newly introduced character from the South Kai set. We spent enough time with him. At first we didn't like him, but he's quite cool. Same with the lady citizen from South Kai that was helping Hawk. She's really cool too. But other than that, yeah. So did we just lose Ra-an straight up? Because he got Boromir'd? Oh wow, wait a minute. If he could see with his left eye, your fault. If he could use his left arm, your fault. Could he have avoided the arrows, I wonder? Probably. Everything was brought on by myself. Okay, so he's gonna acknowledge that, oh man, because I'm an asshole, I'm dying an asshole's death on the road in the middle of nowhere. I mean, was brought on by myself. Alright, self-awareness. It's the first step. Let's see. Now at last. Because after all is said and done, we just happen to be born in different places. I even thought that I wanted to talk with you more. I have sympathy for Ra-an. I don't have sympathy for Chagol. Chagol finally acknowledging that maybe, like, his generals don't deserve to have their fucking eyes crushed doesn't make me feel, you know, oh yeah, you know what, maybe he would turn a new leaf. No, he has a shit ton to make up for than being at death's door and caring for the first time in ever. So let's see, he takes out the, oh Christ's sakes, don't let this be a thing. Don't let the goblet be a thing. Alright, so he takes out the goblet, he looks at it. A soul trophy of war and a soul subordinate. It's better than I thought. Alright, so he's acknowledging that after all I've said and done and everything and all the... I guess he's sort of self-reflecting that, like, this is actually more than I expected to be at my death. Like, he expected basically to be stabbed in the back with no one who gave a shit, with nothing around him, no wives, no women, no, you know, generals or anybody. He would die a meaningless death, I guess. To try to, not a meaningless death necessarily, but like with nothing to show for it. Then he's got two things. It's better than I thought. Yeah, it's more than he expected. I always desired the Emperor's bloodline, just like I hated it. I wanted to surpass the North and I attacked Koka. Yeah, you're still an asshole for it, but if I could be reborn. Oh, no, don't. If you wish upon the goblet. No. This isn't fucking Pinocchio. He doesn't get to be a real boy. No fairy in that goddamn goblet. Put the cup down. Oh, man, if this is going to be some genie lamp bullshit because he's bleeding and he's bleeding into the cup or something. Oh. Because remember, the whole idea was they drank the blood of literal gods. They drank the blood of dragons in the cup to make themselves be these immortal people and stuff. Even though reincarnation seems to be a theme in this series, I don't want this to literally be a reincarnation cup, you know? Because there's no god blood in the goblet, you know? So, and he's not of Koka Kingdom and King Hiryu and all this shit, so please just let this be symbolic, because I think Chagol's about to die here. Ra-an dying is quite sad. As I said, I think he's my favorite character that we've been introduced to in this arc, but yeah, let's see. But if I could be reborn, next time I'd like the place I go to be more peaceful. And he's slumped over there, so I believe this implies that Chagol and Ra-an are officially dead. And even though I'm going to miss Ra-an, I hope this is the case. I hope this truly is the end of Chagol here. It would put a fitting end to this arc and not just keep dragging it on. Like, we really did need to end this arc. It's been one of the least impactful arcs in Yona with a lot of inconsistencies. So if we're coming to the close of this arc and we can move on to the next one, and with the death of Chagol and stuff, then alright. So now we're jumping back. Apparently we're jumping away from that, and we have Kija. Yon, bandage me up. I have to go after jae-ha and the other two by horse right away. Once again, they already talked about the fact that the carriage should have broken down about partway through, so they should catch up in no time. They already talked about that. So let's see. Yon said, I already told you that you can't, not with your legs like this. Do you want to never walk again? But I'm the only one who can sense where the others are. Kija, I mean, that's a good point, but still, they only had like one. There's only a couple of roads, I assume. Like, it's a big carriage. They can't just go off in the outskirts. You know what I mean? So I'm sure they can find them. Let's see. Yona says their carriage has to be broken. They're looking for them for us right now, so you should rest. Okay, so yeah, they've already sent out people trying to get the dragons back. Kija is looking down. Kija? Princess, do you know of the chalice of the dragon's blood? The chalice of blood? It is the chalice that the 4 dragon warriors drank the blood of the dragon gods from. Alright, here we go. We're bringing up that chalice. We're bringing up the goblet of fire an awful lot in this. I'm kind of concerned since Chagol had it and he died and he was probably bleeding over it, and then he wished upon a star and all that stuff. I don't know. I'm worried. Just let Chagol die and stay dead, please. Strangely enough, when it's in our possession, it regenerates our power. But it ended up in the hands of Chagol. Chagol has it. Zeno was very shaken up because of it. Was he? That's rare. Yeah, Hawk. Alright, so Hawk is now taking this seriously too. It's like, Zeno was worked up. Alright, this is something important. Isn't jae-ha's wound getting worse? How are Shina and Zeno doing? I just can't stay still. I mean, clearly being worried about the brothers and stuff makes a lot of sense. Okay, there's... Alright, there's the Zing Kingdom, there's the other general and stuff. We're looking at Vald and Algeria and the Elder Stars and stuff, so Hawk and Yona are on the move, it seems. This encampment has fallen, but we still don't know the dragons and Chagol's whereabouts. That's true too. They'll find Chagol eventually. Princess, I am going to bring Droopy Eyes and the others back. Yeah, I was about to say, Hawk is going to be like, yeah, no, Kija can't move. I'm the goddamn Thunder Beast. I'm the Darkness Dragon. I can absolutely go. I can sense my brothers. Seriously, if he comes up with a line like that, he's like, well, I'm a dragon too, so I can find them too. He's like, you're not a real dragon. Says who? You know? I can totally see Hawk doing that. Let's see. Oh, it seems it's going to be more of a serious moment. Hawk said, White Snake won't calm down, and if I handle it, well, I might find Chagol too. Me too. I will go... And wait a minute. She's hesitating. And then, please wait. Oh, it's Kisok, alright. So, Hawk was probably going to go off on his own. Yona's saying I was going to go, but she hesitated, and now we have Kisok. A search party for the 4 dragons of Chagol has been deployed. Please leave this matter to them. I mean, yeah, I'm sure they've sent out more than a couple of riders, so it's like, yeah, that's fine. Didn't Chagol say that reinforcements should arrive anytime soon? That's true too. The role of Princess Yona is to lead the troops. That's, alright, that's a fair point. That's what they've agreed to. Then let me join the search party, is what Hawk is about to say. Lord Hawk, you are the captain of the guard squad of the Sky Tribe. That's true too. It's like, yeah, even though it was just, it's been a temporary thing, it still holds weight. It still holds true. You should rather prepare yourself for the arrival of Kai's reinforcements. Yeah, you know what? Kisok's making some sense. It's like, well, we sort of need Hawk here to fight a war for us, so... But your ferocious achievements in the operation were splendid. You will be rewarded when things settle down. And lastly, oh, he bows. You have my gratitude for protecting His Majesty. Yeah, so him and soo-won haven't talked yet, of course, about this. And Kisok saw it, though. Went, yeah, we saw... Everybody saw what you did. Let's see. Hawk says, I was simply doing my job. Okay. Alright, Hawk. Alright. We'll keep lying for a little bit. We'll keep lying for a little bit there. And then there's a crack in... Oh, Yona's eyes are wide. She's noticing something. Princess? What's wrong? Just now. It's like I could hear the cry of the dragons. Oh, man. Her eyes are frenzied right now. Wait, what's going on? The cry of the dragons. And then boom. Oh, we're over to... what is his name? The head of the fire tribe, Taijin's brother, Kyoja. There, it's right there. Okay, cool. So General Kyoja. So they sent the fire tribe to go after. I mean, why not? Yeah. So they sent a general. So when Kisok said we've got people out there, don't worry about it, he wasn't kidding around. He didn't send out half a dozen people. He sent out literally one of their generals with a squad to say, hey, we got to find these guys. This is a priority. Let's see. There's a wheel track here. Oh, there. Oh, yeah. There we go. Could it be the carriage with the dragons? It's still fresh. Perfect. Hurry. They can't be far. Yes. We got one of the good generals on the go. Let's go. Yes. And then gallop, gallop, gallop. Ah, this is... Oh, what did they find? Broken down carriage with nobody there. No dragons. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. The reinforcements? Oh, shit. So they're not going to be able to find them. South Kai's reinforcements? Damn, they're already here? What about the dragon's carriage? I don't see it. The South Kai army already showed up. Oh, that's inconvenient as fuck, but alright. We were too late. Did the reinforcements find them and make them captives? Yeah, that's true. Tis, in any case, we have to report the situation to His Majesty. We'll come back to intercept them. General Kyoga. What on earth is that? Huh? Alright, so he was going to turn around and now they're noticing something. What? Monsters are attacking the troops of South Kai? I see 3 dragons, and they are not happy dragons. 3 dragons are on a rampage. Are they the guardians of Koka, or we've seen this before? We saw this before in the Zing Kingdom arc when the dragons' lives are in danger and they think that Yona's hurt or something. This power manifests, and it probably shortening their lifespan or something. There's probably a detriment to doing this, but holy hell. So the reinforcements are already being taken down pretty good. See, now if Hawk had shown up, he might have been able to calm them down or something like that, you know? Or definitely Yona, but let's see. And continues on May 19th. Okay, so we've got a few weeks anyways till the next issue. We'll have 2 sets of gorgeous big posters as well. Wow. Okay, so you know what? That was a pretty short chapter, but I felt like there was a lot happening, especially now that we have the death of General Ra'an, as I've already said numerous times. Probably one of the better characters showcased, and the supposed death of Chagol, which until I see a goddamn body, I'm still not going to be 100% convinced, because they gave Yona future powers all of a sudden that she did not need, and then all of a sudden they made the Chalice of the Dragons important, seemingly incredibly important, like a genie lamp from Aladdin or some shit. And I don't know how to feel about that yet. Assuming it does nothing, I'll be very happy. You know, so maybe if it makes Hawk a legit darkness dragon, that's the only acceptable use for that damn thing, alright? If he's the legit, he already is the darkness dragon. That man's scary. When he's pissed off, that man's already scary enough. As Zeno, the immortal dragon, has said, I don't want to fight the mister, he's scary. An immortal dude who has literally fought wars by himself doesn't want to fight Hawk, so he's already a darkness dragon. 110%. He's already scary. But yeah, no, I hope that that's not the case. There was a lot to discuss there. So the death of Ra'an, the supposed death of Chagol, which actually good send-off. Good send-off. It was a good scene, and the fact that Chagol does some self-reflecting on his own mistakes and the way he handled things, and just realizes that, you know what, he sort of wishes that he would just be born a commoner, a farmer or something, where he didn't have to deal with his inferiority complex. Once again, it does not justify anything he did, and he gets no sympathy from me, but at the very least, unlike some people, he at least had he had some level of balls to actually sit there, self-reflect, and realize the reason he's in this situation is his own damn fault. So there is that, self-reflection time. And now we get to see these dragons. We haven't seen, I don't believe these forms have come out. Though I did suggest that when Chagol was slapping Yona around. I went, you really want to test yourself, man. They might be in chains right now, but they have super dragon forms. They can do some Dragon Ball Z shit right here. So you best be careful manhandling Yona like that. And I don't think we've seen that form since the Zing Kingdom arc. And now, yeah. So this should be quite interesting on how this is handled, especially now the dragons are on a rampage, very low health across the border, so they're quite weakened. The chalice is still in Chagol's dead hands, from what we understand, and yeah, there's no Hawk or Yona there, so they might not have full control of them. Of course, they probably don't have any control of themselves. If anybody does, it'd be Zeno, but yeah, so. Next chapter looks to be pretty fire. That's for sure. But yeah, so that's the live reaction and review for chapter 241. Hope you guys enjoyed. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe as always, because yeah, Yona of the Dawn. It's absolutely fantastic series, and I'm sort of glad that the later half of this arc wasn't too bad. Very rocky start, the previous arc and into this arc, but. You know what? I think from here on out that it's going to get a lot better. So hopefully, assuming that Chalice does no stupid bringing the dead back to life thing for Chagol or anything like that, then I think from here on out we'll be just fine. We'll be just fine. So and if they don't bring up Yona's superpowers anymore, because that's sort of for me. But anyways, yeah, so what did you guys think of the chapter? Let me know. And once again, like, comment, and subscribe. And we'll see you guys back here next time, all you guys and gals, for chapter 242 of Yona of the Dawn. Yona of the Dawn. We will see you guys back here next time. Sayonara, everybody.